Hello all, it is Tiska Day. Hope all are well, hope all are safe. Okay, so I'm gonna try to say this in one breath, just so I don't have to babble about it. So now when it comes to the whole interracial dating or finding God in other sections and other groups, which is fine though, because I guess there was a federal law saying that hey, Negroes you can go date outside your race, or you can finally marry outside or finally marry that pink woman without being murdered, and which wasn't true because I mean we're still being murdered to this day for those who go playing with fire. But I only say that just keep that in your section, because you go venturing off thinking that you found God, but then you eventually have to take that walk of shame back to where you came from, in order to be buried or in order to get justice, because you have men out there literally being beaten or beaten to death by women, and you think like, well, I thought only women, well, maybe it's only women that are reporting it, and perhaps the men are reporting it too, but nobody's taking them seriously because they're like, really, you're a fucking grown ass man and you should have a lot more strength than this woman. I don't care if she's 20 pounds, if she's beating the shit out of you and is gonna kill your ass eventually, you might want to stand up for yourself. Otherwise, again, you're going to be taking that walk of shame to the morgue. So I'm only saying that we're at a time now where you're literally left to fend for yourself. I mean, it's always been this way, but now it's kind of like you can fend for yourself or you be left for dead. And like I say, you have these men who are literally getting their head beat by the other team. You go out fighting God in other groups, and that man or woman of that other group is not only beating the shit out of you, but you virtually going to have a toe tag coming your way, because you're accepting that abuse. I don't know if you think it comes with the territory or that's love, or in order for me to keep the God that I found in the other territories, perhaps I have to take their abuse. Maybe this is love. Whatever the case may be, this is the time where we have to create our own justice. So if you're creating your own justice, you don't allow someone to domestically beat the shit out of you. And I guess in domestic violence is getting beat at home. Like this guy was getting beat at home in elevators, and I think he was found dead at home too. Yeah. So by the time she stabbed him, he was found stabbed, and then eventually died at the hospital. I mean, this isn't the first time, and damn sure it's not going to be the last time this happens. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot more fatalities or casualties once that federal law gets lifted, where it goes back to the good old days, to where, hey, you niggers leave these pink women alone, and if you don't listen, you're gonna find yourself hanging from a tree. Like I said, this is nothing new, but for some reason, I don't know if they got some kind of spell or hoax on you, to where these men just act like they just can't control themselves when it comes to these women, but then want the world to stop when they finally get murdered by them. And that just really bothers me, because it's like these are the same people who find God in these other groups, but then literally it never fucking fails that they always come back with that walk of shame, or that cemetery walk of shame, after they get taken care of on the other side. And like I say, this happens on both sides. It happens with nappy-headed men and women. They want to go playing with fire in these other groups, and then they end up with a toe tag, and then now we have to help them with justice, And that's literally the only reason why that lady got arrested, because of the outlash of the community. Like, hey, lady just killed somebody, and then eventually they rolled the tapes to get to the bottom of her beating the shit out of him in the elevator. But that is what he wanted, though. He did say that he was into pink women. He found her online. He appeared to have found God, until he ended up with a toe tag. And like I say, that's perfectly fine if you want to go playing with fire over there, but I would appreciate if y'all just keep it over there, so I don't have to be the one to bury you or report on your death. I shouldn't have to see you walking hand in hand with your God, and I shouldn't have to hear you talking about how good or bad you have it with them. That's all I'm saying. Just keep it over there. If I'm into strange activity, I'm sure you would appreciate it if I keep that to myself and not display it to the world, but then have the nerve to come back when it's time for burial. So I go play. I don't know if you get my gist, because you probably think, oh, this is America. It's a free country. They're free to do whatever. Why should it matter who they're with? And it shouldn't matter, but guess what? It does. Because this is America. I'm not sure what rock you've fools have grown up under, but America, things are very in your face, and there are no equality too. And also too, it said that I guess some pink lady, I guess they said it was, with the Brittany Griner lady, the one that's serving 10 years in a Russian prison. I guess they said there's another pink lady that had a same offense. It's the same, like I guess I don't know if she was on the guy who hopped on the airplane with cannabis, but they said she pretty much has the same thing, but she only got 10 days while the nigger gets 10 years. But again, welcome to America and welcome to the world. We should know by now, out of all of our years living here on this planet, that unless you get your own dynasty, you're going to be getting treated differently when you're living amongst the demons, If you're living under their rules and under their reign, yeah, you're going to get the short end of the stick every time. And for some reason, they think like, okay, well, since I'm under their grip, perhaps if I lay with their men and women, perhaps they won't kill me. I mean, actually, you're going to get yourself killed a lot faster than later. Because while you thinking you men in particular, actually both of them, men and women, you think you're winning a prize, but you have their men and women are looking at you like, what are you doing with him or what are you doing with her? Even though both sides are the trash of it now, and I'm not saying this to talk down on anybody, but just the truth is the truth. So basically the trash and the have-nots or the want-nots from each group, those are the ones who are the interracial daters, okay? Because trust me, if Bill Gates bagged any of those trailer park women or those meth heads that you guys are laying up with and having children with, they wouldn't be available for you to have. So pretty much the men and women out of every group, it's not just nappy heads and pink, any group, the have-nots out of any group, those are the ones that are available for interracial dating. And you probably think like, ugh, I'm not trash. Well, not to the naked eye, but in reality, you will be the undesirables of your group, which is why you're in the other section, Yeah, so just, I don't know, just keep that in mind. And like I say, if you want to, and like I say, people, if they feel like they can do what they want, please do what you want to do. But just, like I say, you have to keep it in that section, because I shouldn't have to see you. I shouldn't have to see you with your pink devil, and I damn sure shouldn't have to bury you. So I'm just saying, if you found God, you go in the godly section and stay over there. Even in death. Allow them to bury you. Hell, they killed you. Allow them to bury you. So I just don't appreciate the walk of shame back to base. And now we have to dispose of you, and now we have to create justice for you because you found God in the wrong place. And so just keep that in mind and defend yourselves, because that's another thing too. I'm getting tired of these domestic violence burials too. Oh, you didn't say anything 2 years ago, now you're finally dead. And I don't want to sound insensitive, but it's like, well, what the hell do you think is going to happen in a relationship where I'm beating the shit out of you? Or I'm not. Got you locked in the closet, and you're afraid to say something. Now, you won't say nothing. But then want to be surprised when it's time to receive your toe tag. There's a time where we have to snap out of this foolishness that we're in. And like I said, this is not to be insensitive. Sometimes you have to wake up and smell the roses. If we're out to fend for ourselves and you have to create your own justice, you cannot afford to play with fire. And damn sure can't afford to hesitate and allow someone to beat the shit out of you and then eventually kill you when the time is right. Yeah, so just keep that in mind and think twice about playing with fire. Use these men and women as examples. The ones who went out and found God and ended up with a toe tag, use them as an example. And take heed.